Alrighty, Chef Buck here, and today we're cooking us up a spicy shrimp tempura. This is my new favorite shrimp dish, and the reason is because of this spice mixture that we're going to toss the shrimp in. And the key to that is cilantro. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to chop up a whole bunch of cilantro. We're going to chop up some green onion, a little bit of garlic, and some peppers. Now you can use green or red, whatever you want to do, however much you want to use to make it hot. Heat you up a little bit of oil and add your peppers to that. Go ahead and saute those up for a minute, then add your garlic. Cook these two ingredients up for a little bit, then add you a few red pepper flakes depending on how hot you want it, how much hotter you want it. Throw your little green onion in there, then continue sauteing these ingredients. What we're trying to do is cook the moisture out of here. You want to keep your pan on medium or medium low. We don't want to burn our garlic. But as soon as the garlic starts browning up, we'll go ahead and throw our cilantro in there and then just keep up with the cooking process, trying to get the moisture out of this cilantro, trying to get these flavors mixed together. We're not going to end up with an entirely dry dish, but once we got it cooked down, we'll go ahead and set it aside. Now get you about 1 inch of vegetable oil in a pot, and we'll go ahead and start heating that up. And while that's heating, we'll prepare our tempura batter mix, which is super easy. We're just going to take 1 egg, kind of beat that around a little bit, and then we're going to throw in 1 cup of water and then add 1 cup of all-purpose flour. Get this mixed up. It don't have to be super duper perfect. You know, it can have a little bit of lumps in there, but what you're going to end up with is something like a thin pancake batter. Throw a drop of that batter in your oil to test it, to make sure it's ready, and then we're going to go ahead and dip our shrimp. Now what we're using are peeled and deveined shrimp, but it's got the tail on. You want to have the tail on there because it makes a great handle. Get your shrimp, work it in that batter, go ahead and drip off the excess, and then lay it in there, and it should sizzle right away. If it doesn't start sizzling and cooking right away, then your oil isn't hot enough and you need to wait a few more minutes. Now I'm kind of cheap, I don't want to use a lot of oil, so I'm using a small pot, and I'm going to put about 6 or 7 shrimp in here at a time. You don't want to crowd your shrimp, you know, because you want them to cook evenly, and it's not going to take a whole lot of time, just 3 or 4 minutes. As soon as they're brown, you can go ahead and take them out. Now this first batch I'm going to take out, and I'm just going to throw it onto my spice mixture. That way some of that oil will drain off of the shrimp, because I'm going to want a little oil in this dish later, but not a whole lot. And usually that first little batch will provide enough oil. Now the rest of these shrimp I'll just go ahead and throw on a paper towel and let them drain. And I'll get these batches all cooked up until they're nice and golden. And I mean, they'd be delicious just to eat just like this here with a little bit of cocktail sauce. But once we toss them in with this spice pepper mixture we've made, it's just going to be fantastic. This is like heaven on earth. This is just a great dish. You got to try it. Once all your shrimp is cooked up and drained, we'll go ahead and we'll get them back in the skillet. We'll get them back on the heat, and then we're going to add a little bit of salt. Now we got the heat on low because, you know, everything's cooked. We're not trying to cook things up again, but we're just kind of tossing things around, getting these spices and the salt mixed up here with this shrimp. Don't be too rough with them because you don't want to knock the batter off of here, but make sure you get things mixed up thoroughly because you're going to love this spice mix on here. Alright, so there you have it, spicy shrimp tempura, man. I'm not kidding. This is an awesome dish. If you try it, if you love shrimp, you're going to love it this way. I'm serving it up with a little sticky rice and a little sauteed cabbage, you know, having a little Asian night. Being sure to divide the shrimp evenly, which is key to harmony at the table. You don't want unnecessary violence. Divide the shrimp, man.
Fantastic.
Say that again for the camera.
This is fantastic.
It actually is fantastic. It's a slight pain in the butt to make, but it's well worth it. It's kind of tangy. Tangy is not the right word.
It's spicy.
It's spicy. It's a spicy shrimp tempura. Well, give it a try, and let me know what you think. Bon appetit.